Hey everyone, it's Nelson Miller here with PA Creative. This week's tutorial is about where to add PHP code snippets in Divi. I'm going to show you 3 different places and talk a little bit about maybe some pros and cons of each place, or just show you if you're not familiar with it. And one of the reasons I'm doing this tutorial is because I will be doing more tutorials that have PHP snippets in them in the future. So I wanted to have this out there so that I can refer back to it whenever I'm giving instructions about where to add a code snippet from another tutorial. So let's get into this. I'll have the link to this actual written blog post in the description of the YouTube video, so you can hop on over here. Now, adding PHP is a great way to modify certain aspects of your Divi website. You can always use CSS for the design, or JavaScript and jQuery for functionality, but some things are a little bit more core and they require PHP. And I have to say, you have to be careful when you're editing PHP. It's not something like CSS where it just affects how something is styled. It can affect the entire website operation. So it is something to be careful with. And part of being careful is placing the code in the correct place, in a place that is proper. And so let's take a look. So the first place that you could do that, and you would find this, from anyone who recommends where to put code, in a child theme. Now, a child theme can be helpful. There are certain reasons you would want a child theme and some reasons why you don't need one. In Divi, child themes are pretty popular, and that allows you to add CSS, jQuery, JavaScript, and PHP to Divi and affect Divi, but not actually modify the core files, because they would get erased when you update Divi, so that wouldn't work. So a child theme just basically is like, think of it as an add-on to a theme and a way to modify files. Well, a child theme has a functions.php file, and that would be basically the first place that you could add it if you have a child theme and if you're comfortable doing it this way. We will talk about some other ways. So I have some basic instructions here. I do have a link where you can go check out our other tutorial on just how to generate a child theme directly on your site. But in general, you would want to go to Appearance and then the Theme File Editor. So here I'm under Appearance, and then under Appearance is Theme File Editor. So once you go there, you will see over here in the top right corner a drop down, and then basically any theme that you have installed, theme or child theme, will show up in this list. So I'm just choosing this one or this one, it doesn't matter. So if I choose this Divi Assistant child theme, you're going to see the style.css file, and then you need to click on functions.php file. And there might be something here, some code at the top, and then you'll see a line, your code goes below this. So anytime you have a PHP code snippet, maybe from one of our tutorials or from somewhere on the web, you could paste it here below this line. And then when you're done, you click Update File right here. That's basically, option number 1 for where to place PHP code. Now, another option that a lot of people like is a dedicated code snippet plugin. One that I really do like is called, really well named, Code Snippets. I have a link to it. Code Snippets is a plugin that basically allows you to add a name for the snippet and then the code for it, and then you can save, and you can even activate and deactivate that specific snippet. So that is kind of nice, because then you don't have, like right in here, like if you had all of your code snippets all combined in one file here, it could be a little confusing but one option here with the Code Snippets plugin, or there's other ones if you go and search for Code Snippets, is that you can edit the name. Let me show you. In fact, I have it installed here. So if I go to Snippets, I can actually go in here and I can say add new snippet, and here you can see I can enter a title and then paste the code. So that's pretty cool. And then when I go back to all snippets, I can actually turn this on or off right here. So that's also kind of nice. You can export and clone and delete and all that stuff. Now, the third option that I have here is using our Divi Assistant plugin. One of the probably well, let's say two of the best things about this method is you can use it in the visual builder. Let me show you that. And also you don't have to worry about bad code messing up your site because we have a new feature for that. So I'll go to Divi Assistant from my dashboard here and go to the code helper. Over here you can see I have these settings already enabled, but for you they may not be. So I can say I want to show a CSS tab or jQuery and PHP. But then this new option that we have recently added is activate PHP code. So that's one of the things that's really important. Basically it prevents you from having like a crash site and not being able to work on it. So if you did have code that you pasted wrong, which let me show you where you would paste that. But if you did, you could come in here. You'll be able to always access this. We've made it so that you can come in here and access Divi Assistant, even if you have like a fatal error. And then you can turn that off and then save. Well, now the code's not running anymore, so the fatal error will stop because the code's not running that's causing it. So that's a really cool new feature that we've added, something that is really valuable. I'm just going to enable the visual builder here just to show you really quickly what I'm referring to by adding PHP directly in the visual builder. It's something very unique here. So we have our little icon here, right here with the page settings. See that? So while I'm in the builder here, I can literally, see, I can drag this. I can see my CSS, jQuery, and PHP right here, which is really amazing. Now, one of the extra bonus features that we have, we basically are telling the PHP not to run while this visual builder is open. The reason we're doing that, if you come in here and you have mistakes in the code and it causes your site to crash, boom, well now I can't do anything. The cool feature is that you can still open this, because if the visual builder is able to be open, now you can come in and fix the issue or just say, Philly, let's delete all the code or whatever to fix the problem. And so that goes along with the other feature of activating the code. Basically that feature there is all related, and it's something that we're really happy about because we don't want to see a problem where someone puts PHP code in here, saves the page, and then their site is dead, and then they have to deactivate Divi Assistant entirely. Now you don't have to do that. Divi Assistant can remain active, and then you can just deactivate the code from here. So I say all that to say, obviously the third option here is with Divi Assistant, but there are other options. The Code Snippet plugin has some pros and cons to it. You have to install another plugin. The child theme has some pros and cons. Everything's going to be in one location, and you may not want a child theme, or you don't need a child theme, or you want to switch child themes or whatever, then you'd have to switch the code. So there's various things to consider with all of these. Obviously I think if you already have Divi Assistant, then I think putting it there makes the most sense to me. If you don't have it, then I would probably do the Snippet plugin. So like I said at the beginning, we're going to be doing some tutorials that have more PHP in them, and the reason for that is actually related to Divi Assistant. We are going to be having tutorials going over certain features in the plugin. At the same time, we'll also be giving away a snippet, and it kind of gives you the option. Do you want to add a snippet, or do you want to just enable a setting? And so one of the reasons for having this tutorial was to be able to refer back to this when we do future ones. So I hope you appreciate this. Let me know in the comments and leave me thumbs up and subscribe and all that. That helps us, and we'll see you all in the next video.